Today's topic is ratios in geometry. And let's first talk about what is a ratio. It is a comparison of two or more quantities. Okay. Ways to represent a ratio. There's a couple ways you'll see it. A to B is the way we say the next one too. So you might see 2 written out. And then A to B. And you also can see a fraction. A over B, A divided by B. All of those are ratios. And last idea here, ratios can be simplified. Can be, and especially if they're a fraction, they must be simplified, okay? So, example. Here we have a music store. It has 40 trumpets, 39 clarinets, 24 violins, 51 flutes, and 16 trombones in stock. Give each as a simplified ratio. Okay, so I wrote these out so I don't have to read that sentence over and over. I guess these both have TR, so we'll have TRU, trumpet, TRO, trombone. Okay, so the ratio of trumpets to violins, I'm going to write this out as a fraction and then we'll reduce it if we can. Trumpets is 40, violins is 24. So reduce both of those, divide by 8, and you'll get 5/3. Okay, that's the ratio of trumpets to violins. Flutes to clarinets. Well, we had 51 flutes and 39 clarinets, okay? And that can be divided by 3, so we'll simplify there, 17 over 13. Okay, then trombones to trumpets, TRO to TRU, and make sure, I haven't said this yet, but make sure your first thing you're asked about goes on the numerator. And then your second comparison has to go on the denominator every time. Okay. Always. All right. Trombones are 16. And trumpets are 40. Okay. So reduce those. 8 goes into both. 2/5. Okay. All right, violins to total instruments. Okay, so violins we have 24 over our total. So I need to take all of the instruments and add them up, 40 plus 39 plus 24, so on and so forth. Okay. So that would be 24 out of 170. And that will simplify, I think just once. 2 goes into both. So 12 over 85. Okay? All right, now let's talk about extended ratios. That's going to be a comparison of of 3 or more quantities. Three or more quantities, okay? And those ratios can be written as A to B to C. Okay. So, let's look at using ratios to find angles and sides. Okay. Now, we may be given 2 angles or 2 ratios or more, okay? But for 5, it looks like we're just given 1 ratio here. The ratio of two complementary angles is 3 to 7. Find the measure of both angles. Okay, so if we're finding the measure, we can let them be x's. We can let them both be x's because they have a relationship to each other. And then these two angles are complementary. Okay, so that means they're gonna add to 90. And they're a ratio of each other. So I could let them both have an x, and if the ratio is 3 to 7, one angle will be 3x and the other angle will be 7x. Okay? So that will give me 10x equals 90, x equals 9. And then I need to find the measures of both angles. So one of my angles expression was 3x. That angle would be 27 degrees. And then my other expression had 7x, plug in 9. That would give me 63 degrees. Okay? All right, next one. So the ratio of two supplementary angles is 4 to 1. Find the measures of both angles. Very similar here. We'll let one angle represent 4x and the other one will be 1x or just x. And their relationship is supplementary, so they should add to 180. Okay, so 4x plus x equals 180. And solve. X equals 36. Okay. If I'm going too fast for you, you can pause it and solve it on your own and then check your answer. All right, so our two angles, one expression was 4x, so I'm going to take 4 times 36, 144. And then one of them was just x, 36. Okay, and then just double check yourself, those should add to 180. Plug that in, add to 180, and it does. Same here, those two should add to 90, and they do. Okay, so we were dealing with angles there, and if you look at numbers 7 and 8, we're talking about angles of a triangle, so that's when we're going to get into our extended ratios here with 3 ratios or more. Okay, so the ratio of the measures of the angles in a triangle is 4 to 7 to 9. Find the measures of the angles. So same idea here, one will represent 4x, 7x, and 9x. Those will be their degrees. And then we have a triangle, so they're all going to add to 180. Okay, so 4x plus 7x plus 9x equals 180. Combine like terms and solve. Okay, and then we have to find the measures of the angles. So the one with 4x, that angle would be 36 degrees. The angle 7x would end up being 63 degrees. Okay, and then for 9x, 9 times 9, 81. Okay, and add those up, make sure they equal 180. All right, let's look at number 8. The ratio of the measures of the angles in a triangle is 11 to 2 to 5. Find the measure of the largest angle. Okay, so this one just wants the largest. All right, which, if you can already think about it, is going to be our 11x. That's our largest, okay? So we'll find what x is by everything we've done before, same idea, and then we'll just find 11x, the largest angle. Okay, so our ratios adding together will equal, 5x will equal 180. Okay, combine like terms and solve. X equals 10, okay? So for our largest angle, we care about 11 times 10, 110. Okay? All right, that's it for page 1.